Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
We do have a few snow showers still left over across central Illinois, but in terms of the accumulating snow, we're pretty much done with that. And now our issue is more of a blowing snow threat out there. We got temperatures in the upper 20s and low 30s at 5 o'clock, 29 in Champaign, 31 in Decatur, as well as in Mattoon, 30 in Watsika, 29 in Bloomington. And this is our Gibson Area Hospital Health Services weather camera on our roofing dog on it. Again, you get some snow on the lens there, and that's going to be the case here for some spots as we have winds that are still gusting to around 30 miles per hour out of the northwest, creating some visibility issues in some spots. Some of these aren't exactly all that bad, but just keep in mind in more of the rural spots, you can encounter some patchy blowing snow out there. So we're going to actually clear out a little bit more with our clouds overnight tonight. It'll be chilly tonight with lows in the 20s. We're calling for a bit more sunshine for tomorrow. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Decatur TAs hit the picket line today, what they've been waiting nearly a year for.
A murder suspect was supposed to be charged in court today, while his arraignment was put off.
Children in intensive care unit do need a different type of care.
And now one hospital is bringing it to them. This unit is changing health care for kids.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
It's been a long haul, but we can't stop now. We just can't stop.
Decatur teaching assistants are back on the picket line this afternoon as they prepare for tonight's mediated bargaining session with the school board. Good evening, I'm Paul.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. For nearly a year, the union and school board have been trying to come to a compromise. Tonight, they're going back to the bargaining table. WCIA 3's Jennifer Jensen is live at the administration building. So, Jennifer, what's happening there now?
Jennifer, right now they are in that mediated bargaining session right through these doors, as you see behind me. But what these TAs are fighting for right now are better wages, affordable health insurance, and job security. They're going on month 7 of fighting for this contract negotiation to settle. And when back in October, these TAs went on a 3-day strike, but the board would not agree to their terms. The union president says the district is experiencing an increasing number of TA resignations, and morale is low within the union because of the continued uncertainty.
There's a lot of frustration on our side because we're just patiently waiting. It seems like we've tried all the right tactics. We've tried to reason with them in order to get them to come to terms or try to at least negotiate. At this point, it's just been so one-sided.
When I reached out to DPS, they said the board has no comment prior to the negotiations tonight, and that bargaining session, as I said, is happening right now. Stay with us on WCIA at 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock tonight to hear the latest details on what comes out of this. Live in Decatur, I'm Jennifer Jensen, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, let us know as soon as you have an update. Thank you, Jennifer.
We have new information about a murder investigation at Champaign. The suspect was supposed to be arraigned today, but the state's attorney is looking at more information before filing those charges. Antoine Craig turned himself into Rantoul police yesterday. He's accused of killing 34-year-old Tanisha Jenkins in her home. Police found her body during a welfare check at her home near Dale and West Anthony Drive on Sunday. Craig and Jenkins were in a relationship. Witnesses saw them arguing in a parking lot in downtown Champaign early Sunday morning. Craig is expected to be arraigned tomorrow. New at 5, a man from Mattoon was sentenced to 30 years in prison for leading a drug trafficking ring. 38-year-old Travis Tuggle of Mattoon pleaded guilty in September. The U.S. Attorney's Office said Tuggle laid the groundwork for the ring while in prison in 2012. From 2013 to 2016, he distributed more than 45 pounds of highly pure ice meth to drug users in Coles County. That's different from the impure, locally manufactured meth that was more commonly found in East Central Illinois. 9 other men were also charged and convicted.
Decatur police are looking for a burglary suspect. They say someone broke into the Starbucks on Westbound Road. Here are some pictures of the suspect. If you have any idea who this person is, call Crime Stoppers. Slick roads caused several crashes this morning. Traffic was backed up for miles after a crash involving 2 semi-trucks. This all happened on I-74 eastbound near Mansfield. The 2 semis were jackknifed, blocking both lanes. Other cars were stuck at a standstill. Our crew out there saw people getting out while they waited. Troopers routed other drivers off the interstate more than 6 miles away in Farmer City. Traffic reopened a little after 7:30. A village fire department is adding a much-needed upgrade to its fleet.
That's right. A new ladder truck for the Rantoul Fire Department's been in the works for years, but now it is getting one. WCIA 3's Emily Braun is live in the control room. So, Emily, how much is this going to help?
Well, Paul, first off, it's a big help because the height difference between the two ladders is quite significant to consider. The ladder truck they had before has a ladder that's 75 feet tall. The truck they're getting has a 100-foot ladder that will cover the taller buildings in Rantoul they couldn't reach the roofs of before, and the assistant fire chief I spoke to today says that's huge. The village's current truck is from 1985, so it's outdated in more ways than one. It's run down. Plus, the new truck has modern technology that makes it easy to use and requires less manpower.
Administrators worked out a budget and a plan for paying for the ladder truck itself, and you know, it'd be a great addition to the Rantoul Fire Department.
This is a $1.28 million investment from the Village of Rantoul's budget, but it's one the fire department has been pushing for at least the past decade. And the assistant chief told me this is also going to be a huge help when it comes to helping other towns for mutual aid. Paul?
It sounds like it will be a big help. Emily, thanks. Well, they did say a recent example of a call where they needed a taller ladder truck was the beginning of the year. The January 1st fire downtown had to be tackled from above.
Health officials say it's not a matter of if the coronavirus spreads in the U.S., but when. So what's being done in Illinois to contain it?
Plus, an increase in sick kids is bringing new kinds of care to one hospital. We'll show you inside the PICU at Carl.